down. Okay. Hi, I'm Kat the Book Tart, and there it says we're live. All right. Hi, I'm Kat the Book Tart, and I'm here with author Sidney Bristol, and we're celebrating the release of her new novel, Drive, and this internet is being lame like I worried it would be.
I can hear you and see you just fine.
I hope it records better. Okay. So Hot Rides is your new romantic suspense series from Kensington.
Yes.
And I love this book. I devoured it. Aiden and Madison are a delicious couple. Can you tell me about writing this series and about Hot Rides?
So the premise of it basically started whenever we were watching Burn Notice all the way through. Like we were seriously just mainlining the entire series from beginning to end because I'd seen most of it and my boyfriend had only seen a couple of episodes here and there. So we mainlined that, and at one point we stopped and we watched, I think, half of the first Fast and Furious movie, and I was like, you know what would really be awesome? If there was a book that was like The Fast and the Furious meets Burn Notice with you know. So I had the idea, and I was in the process of negotiating another contract for a different book with my brand new agent, Nicole Resinetti of the Seymour Agency, and I told her about it, and she was like, "Get me chapters now, because this is gonna sell. Like we have to get this to someone." And she's like, "I know the perfect person for it." And you know, a couple months later, we sold the series to Kensington, and my wonderful editor there, and I couldn't be happier with the experience and the job that they've done with it. And writing that first book was pretty intense, because you know, I mean, this was the first time I'd written a book being contracted, and it had a lot of it was pretty intimidating because I mean I've always written books and I felt pretty confident about like how they were going to do and where they were going to go, and this time it was kind of like, I hope they like me.
Well, I love you, and I love the cover's beautiful, and I love the pink. It matches both of our hair.
It does. It's the perfect color.
It's gorgeous. And Aiden's car. What is the car on the cover of this one?
Oh gosh, you're definitely gonna ask me.
Oh dear.
It's an orange. Okay, I have to. Okay, so there's the Dodge Challenger that is his street ride, and that is the Charger. No, Chevelle. It's a Chevelle. Sorry.
Ooh. And this one has drugs and guns and FBI and derby. I love that it has roller derby in it. So did you have fun making the names of the characters for their derby bout?
I did. I had the idea of doing a book that had roller derby in it, and I kind of tried to write a few and kind of shove some derby in there, and it never really worked out. And those books either didn't showcase derby to the extent that I would really have hoped to do it. But this time I was able to use that cast of girls to add to the story and have some really, really fun names in there. So yeah, I mean, it was a lot of fun. So it was, I asked for some help from some people, and a couple of people did supply some of those names. But by and large, it was mostly me just going, what kind of weird things can I shove together to make some of these names?
And Madison is such an awesome, strong character. I want to hang out with her. I love the fact that she's gone through a really challenging experience, and she's moving forward. She's making a new life for herself. She dove into derby. She's living her life, and then meeting Aiden.
She met a wonderful guy to complement this great life that she's built, and that was really intentional because I mean, we see a lot in romantic suspense where it's this woman and there are these things going on and she needs to be rescued. And I really wanted to tell the story of a woman who really had these skills and the knowledge to to really save herself, but was not so much a victim of circumstance, but she was between a rock and a hard place, and she came to a point where she needed help, and Aiden was that help, and she had to trust him. That was hard.
And yeah, it works out deliciously, and I was along for the ride, and now I'm eager for more. So I'm so excited that your Hot Ride series, you have Shift coming up soon.
Yes, Shift and Chase. Oh, I don't know if we've announced that the third one is called Chase yet, but oops, if not, it is. So yes, there are 3 books that are coming out. We will see. We'll have to find out if we get to have more books in this series. I believe Shift is up for pre-order, and that is Emery and Tori. They're twins. There's Ronnie and Tori, and I get them confused. I get really confused.
I love that they are street racers, that they can drive, and they're smart, and I can't wait to see where their stories go.
Yeah, I mean, I really wanted for every single character in the series to really have, their own strengths and weaknesses, and for them to really complement each other. So I tried to be very intentional with like the characters that I cast in their roles and all the really cool things that they bring to the table.
And this is an adrenaline rush. It's hot, it's sexy, it's sweet, it's funny. It has car chases and explosions and derby, and it is an awesome treat. So, if you love romantic suspense, if you love romance, if you love Burn Notice or Fast and the Furious, pick up Sidney Bristol's Drive. It comes out February 23rd, 2016.
Tuesday!
Thank you, Sidney.
Thanks for having me.